Russian missile blast at packed Ukraine train station kills at least 30 civilians. A missile blast at a train station in Ukraine has reportedly killed more than 30 civilians waiting to flee. The incident, in Kramatorsk, in northern Donetsk, on Friday is also understood to have left around a further 100 people wounded. Ukraine's railways boss Alexander Kamyshin said on the messaging app Telegram that thousands were at the station at the time of the strike. They were preparing to evacuate to safer regions as Russia focuses its troops on eastern Ukraine, regional governor Pavlo Kyrylenko added. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky subsequently lashed out on social media, accusing the invading troops of cynically destroying the civilian population and called it an evil without limits. However, Russian-backed separatists in Donetsk claimed Ukrainian forces were responsible. In response, the Russian Defense Ministry said its army did not have any targets assigned in Kramatorsk at the time of the attack. It claimed the type of missile involved is only used by Ukrainian forces. Kramatorsk was one of the only Ukrainian stations still operating. 2 rockets hit Kramatorsk railway station, Ukrainian Railways said in a statement. According to operational data, more than 30 people were killed and more than 100 were wounded in the rocket attack on Kramatorsk railway station. Tochka-U missiles are said to have been deployed, with the remnants of one seen on a patch of grass near the station. 3 trains carrying evacuees were blocked in the same region yesterday after an airstrike on the line, according to Kamyshin. Distressing footage from today's attack shows bodies lying on the ground among baggage as armed guards move around the scene. Pools of blood can also be seen. One particularly upsetting image shows the dead body of a station worker in an orange high-vis, with blood running through the gaps in the tiles around him. Defense Secretary Ben Wallace has said the attack on the rail station at Kramatorsk is a war crime and accused Putin of criminal endeavor in Ukraine. Speaking at a press conference in Bucharest, Romania, he said, "Not very far away this morning, in a place called Kramatorsk, what appears to be Russian missiles struck civilian people queuing for trains to seek a safer place from the war. The striking of civilian critical infrastructure is a war crime. These were precision missiles aimed at people trying to seek humanitarian shelter. It's not the first time, in fact it's sadly a repeat of many occasions when the Russian state, President Putin and his generals seek to take the war out on civilians, civilian areas and civilian national infrastructure. Whatever happens in Ukraine, we must not let the international community forget that what Putin is doing today is building his own cage around himself. Sanctions on his activities must not be freely lifted to allow him to go back to his super yachts and normality. What we are seeing is a criminal endeavor on a free and sovereign country. Britain and Romania and other NATO allies will not stand by and let that happen. It is the latest atrocity involving the deaths of unarmed civilians amid Russia's catastrophic invasion. With Russian troops having withdrawn from the north of Kyiv, evidence is emerging of the devastation they caused in areas that they occupied. Local officials have said more than 300 people were killed by Russian forces in Bucha, 35 kilometers northwest of the capital Kyiv, and around 50 of them were executed. Bodies were allegedly found with signs of torture, and some with bullets to the head, while their hands were bound. President Zelensky said another Ukrainian town has been found in a significantly more dreadful state. Images are starting to emerge from Borodyanka, northeast of Kyiv, where again Russians have been accused of targeting civilians. The Kremlin is said to be sending troops suspected of the Bucha massacre straight back to the front line to sacrifice them, it was claimed. Wallace also vowed to do everything to ensure Putin's invasion of Ukraine is defeated. Speaking on a trip to Bucharest, he said the RAF will increase its contribution to protect NATO's eastern flank in Romania from 4 to 6 planes, because Putin listens to only one thing and that is strength. Mr. Wallace added, "It is that strength that NATO brings, and we're determined to bring it to the doorstep of Putin. We will do everything to see him defeated in Ukraine. There is more to do, Britain will do more, it will contribute more." Testimony and other evidence of suspected war crimes in Ukraine after Russia's invasion must be collected from fleeing refugees, so the acts will not go unpunished, EU Home Affairs Commissioner Ylva Johansson has also said on. So guys, we have come to an end of this news session. Thanks for watching and please do well to like and subscribe for more updates. Until next time, goodbye for now.